what are you doing?
Nothing.
I know you're doing something. Nothing.
Who's ready for a snack before bed?
Me!
Okay, but only because you've been such a good girl for Grandma and Grandpa today. And don't go telling your mom about this. She'd eat me alive if she knew I was giving you cookies before your bedtime. Even though I used to give them to her when she was your age.
Grandpa, will you tell me a story before bed?
Sure, story? Sure. What would you like to hear? Would you like to hear Snow White or Sleeping Beauty?
No way! None of that boring stuff. I want to hear how you and Grandma got together.
Oh, now that's the boring stuff. For the life of me, I'll never understand why you always want to hear stories about your old, dull grandparents.
Please, Grandpa.
Well, okay. I know it's hard for you to believe, Emma, but your old grandpa was a young man once upon a time. You know, we didn't have computers or video games back then, so the drive-in was one of the few chances we had to have some real fun. This particular night was really special for me because not only had I just gotten my first real job and a new convertible, but I also had a date.
Wow, Jenny, I'm so glad you decided to come out with me tonight. I sure had a hard time working up the nerve to ask you. I may have died if you'd said no.
You're sweet, Walt. How could I say no to that face?
This is a KWXL News Bulletin. A deranged lunatic has escaped from the Hillview Sanitarium on Washington Road.
Oh my gosh. Walt, Washington Road is just a few blocks from here.
Shh, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. But let's just hear what else they have to say.
The escapee is named Scarlet Reader, known to the public as Scarlet Reader, the Man-Eater. Though believed to be unarmed, she is still considered dangerous and extremely unpredictable. She has already murdered and partially consumed a visitor to this hospital this very evening. A master manipulator, Scarlet Reader will be difficult to recognize aside from a large S-shaped scar on her cheek. If you believe you see Miss Reader, do not approach or attempt to engage in conversation with this maniac. Immediately call the authorities. A curfew has been ordered for 10 o'clock p.m. tonight and at dusk tomorrow.
Have you heard it before? The story of Scarlet Reader?
Yeah, they found her eating her parents. Hey, wasn't that the same time that girl got killed in that horrible car
Attention
accident?
viewers, due to the newly imposed curfew, tonight's films have been canceled. You may pick up a rain check ticket at the exit booth. Thank you and good night.
Well, that's just great. I can't believe this. Looks like we'll have to pack it in early, Jen.
That's okay, Walt. It just means the second date will come even faster. Just a minute, Walt. I have to run to the ladies' room before we go.
Okay, but hurry up. You heard what the guy on the radio said.
Yeah, I heard him. He said Scarlet Reader, the Man-Eater, escaped. I guess since I'm a lady, I must be safe. Come on, Jenny. Don't be such a fraidy cat. I'm so sorry.
Hey, son. Time to go. Didn't you hear? There's a loony on the loose.
I'm sorry. My date went to the ladies' room, and I must have fallen asleep.
Well, we gotta close the place up, so why don't you go see what the holdup is? She might be trapped in there. They didn't see her before they locked up.
Well, thanks. I'll go check on her.
Let me know if you need any help.
Jenny? Are you okay? You were in there so long that I fell asleep. Is everything all right? Jenny? Oh, Jenny? Jenny, are you in here? What's taking you so long? Are you sick? Do you need help? Jenny?
Good Lord, girl, you trying to give an old man a heart attack?
Sorry, Grandpa. I'm just excited because this is where the prince rescues the damsel in distress. It's the best part.
Well, I'm a prince now, huh? If you know the story so well, Emma, why don't you tell it to me?
No way! It's no good if I tell it. Keep going, keep going. What happens next?
I opened the door and...
Jenny, what the... Sarah? Can it really be you? But it can't be! You died in that horrible accident!
No, Walt, I didn't.
But how? I was there. I saw them drag your body from the wreck. You were...
Mangled beyond all recognition? At least that's what all the papers said, didn't they? But it wasn't me. You have to believe me. After my parents found out what I am, what I eat, they decided they had to get rid of me or risk spoiling the family name.
No, they couldn't.
They did. They faked the whole thing so no one would find out that their precious little Sarah was a monster. They locked me up in that horrible hospital and just signed my life away. They even gave me that ridiculous name, Scarlet Reader, the Man-Eater, right before they carved this scar in my cheek. They made the whole thing up so that anybody who took an interest in me would never be able to trace me back to them.
When I first heard the stories, after I thought you died, I thought, what are the odds? But I never thought it could be true.
It is true, Walt. And you know what? The whole time I was in there, all I could think about was one thing.
Revenge.
No. It was finding the one person I could be myself with. The one person I could relate to. The one person in this world who was just like me. You.
I was on my way to give this to you when I saw the accident. Oh, Sarah, I've never stopped loving you.
It's so romantic. But what happened to Jenny?
We ate her.
Well, that was my plan the whole time, of course.
How are your cookies, sweetheart?
Delicious. You make them best, Grandma. Huh?
Oops, I'm sorry, dear. But it wouldn't be a ladyfinger without a nail. Still, I'll have to be more careful next time.
It's okay, Grandma. I like them when they're a little crunchy. I want to be just like you when I grow up.
My love must be a kind of blind love. I can't see anyone but you. All the stars out tonight. I don't know if it's cloudy or bright. I only have eyes for you.
Well, what happened to Jenny?
How the hell should I know? I got the hell out of there. There was a fucking cannibal there.
Cut.